Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chicken Possible back with another Xbox Game Pass weekly quest guide. This is actually going to be part 5 of this series I've been doing. We've been working on one achievement every week for the last 5 weeks. And this is for the general earn an achievement in Game Pass quest that's pretty much available every week on the Game Pass quests. Additionally, another thing that I've noticed is if you hop over to the Microsoft Rewards app, there's almost always this little quest that's hidden within there. So earn more, achieve more. You can get 50 rewards points every day over on this app. So make sure you have this installed, and pretty much every day, if you happen to be on your Xbox and you happen to earn an achievement, you can take advantage of this. So this is actually worth more rewards points than the weekly quest. So I would definitely take advantage of that when you can. I know, if you're like me, you can't be on your Xbox absolutely every day, and may not want to even try to accomplish that. But earning 50 rewards points is nice every once in a while for knocking some achievements out. So we're actually going to do both of those with one fell swoop here. Like I said, this is part 5 of a series that I've been doing. This one is quite a bit more in depth than the other weekly achievements that I've been working on. I kind of just felt like, we've been working on the trains, the tracks, the train set game. So let's go ahead and finish this out. So the achievement we're going to work on is good service on all lines, and we're going to finish every objective in passenger mode. There are a lot of objectives in passenger mode, though. So this is going to take you about 20-25 minutes to do this. I'm going to show you the absolute fastest way. Okay, so we're going to hop into Modern Apartment, and this is the level that has the passenger mode on it. Make sure you are selecting the passenger mode and not the free play mode. So be sure you're clicking on that. And I'm just going to turn my achievement tracker off so we can actually see that upper right corner of the screen just a little bit better. So make sure you're choosing passenger mode. Make sure you're in Modern Apartment. Like it says here, the passengers appear around the room. And we did this in parts 3 and 4. This is going to look super familiar if you've been following along with me. We're basically going to go over here and pick up these passengers. We're going to take them over to the station. Drop them off at the station like it says there. We're going to do a slightly different method this time. In the last couple of episodes, we've been building a track to get over here and grab some of these passengers and then drop them off at the station. We're going to repeat just a piece of that. So hit the right bumper when you get over here and then go down to passengers and select the platform. So we're going to drop platform here like we have in the last 2 videos in the series. Passengers will get up onto the platform. So what we would have done, in the last couple times is we would go through this process of building the track to get over here. Thanks to YouTube and a little bit of research, I've discovered a faster method to get this done. If you hold down the back button, also known as the view button on your controller, you can go to this start point option. And you can set a position that you want your train to start moving from. So we're going to press Y to rotate this around so that it's facing towards the platform, basically, or like to where the train will run alongside the platform, I guess I should say. And then press reset. Your train will actually spawn right there in that position, and the passengers will hop right on board the train. And you didn't even have to build any tracks to get over here. Now, the same thing works for the station. So this is a really cool time-saving trick for this achievement we're working on. So we're going to now set the start point over here, right by the station. So we're going to hold down that view button again, and then rotate it around with Y, press A to drop it, hold down the view button again, and then press reset. And, you might be worried that the passengers are not on board the train, but obviously they are. Even though the train is sort of warping around, they're staying with it. So that's not it. We did drop off the first 10, and if you had not earned any achievements in the last couple weeks when following along with me, you would have earned 2 additional achievements just then. So we didn't earn any because we've done those 2 in previous weeks. So the third achievement for for this is to do all of the passenger things. So we're going to continue on at this point and try to find the rest of the passengers on this map. So the next set is back here on this cabinet back behind the starting area. So we're going to go through kind of the same process here. We're going to select another platform, rotate it, and kind of get it into position, drop it. And then we're going to hold that view button, choose start point, rotate it. It doesn't matter whether you're coming in from the left or the right. You can come in either direction. So we're coming in from the right this time. And we hit reset. The train spawns and starts picking up the people. You don't have to watch them all board the train. You can just assume that it all went according to plan. Go ahead and work on your next starting point right next to the station. We'll rotate it around, drop it by pressing A, and then click reset. And then you'll see that all of those 10 regular passengers did make it over to the station. And now it tells us that we have some business passengers that are on the dining table, and we've actually got to take them to a different station. So there's a separate business station, which is actually right there to the left. You just saw it. This one does have a timer along with it. My understanding is that the timer doesn't actually impact the achievement. So even if you take too long doing this, you're still going to be okay. But using this method, I mean, there's very little chance that you're going to take too long, because all we're doing, we're not building any tracks at all. We're not driving the train. We're just kind of making it spawn in different spots. So, and you actually can fit all 20 of the business people onto the train. So we're going to just move over to the business station here and set our new start point right next to the business station. Make sure it's pointing in the right direction. And then we'll spawn our train here by choosing reset again, and we'll drop all 20 of those off. And the process is fairly repetitive from this point. There are various types of passengers that you'll have to pick up. You've got they basically start dressing them in different ways. They've got them dressed to look like scuba divers and the business people we just saw. There are skydivers. I can't think of them all. Firefighters, bunch of different types. This next set is underneath the TV entertainment center there. So we'll pick that set up. I'm going to fast forward just a little bit through a few of these so I don't take up too much of your time, and then we'll cover some specific groups as we get to them. All right, now when you get to this set where it says an adventurous set of passengers has arrived and you need to make the train jump 5 times, these guys are up a little bit higher. I wasn't seeing them at first, but if you swing around in this direction and then move up on top of this cabinet over here, you will see them. Now, obviously the train doesn't have any sort of ability to jump per se. So what we're going to do is basically drop the platform and get all of the climbers on board, just as we have been doing with the other types of passengers. And you do need to wait for them to go ahead and get on board on this setup. Then what you're going to do is you're going to, instead of holding down your view button like you have been doing, you're going to just click it basically. And then you'll go into the train view, sort of first-person train view, and basically we're just going to drive the train right off the edge of the cabinet here. And you'll see as soon as we do this, even before we've left the cabinet, we got credit for 1 jump. Now this one was really odd. When I hit the floor, I guess there was enough force that first time where I actually got credit for 2 jumps. So watch that meter at the upper right, and it'll tell you how many jumps you've successfully finished. I would not call these jumps, but anyway, that's what the game is looking for, or what the game accepts anyway as a jump. So this is just kind of a special case where we've got to do something with the passengers before before we can drop them off. And if you need to respawn your train, which you will after you fall off, you're basically going to click that button one more time. And I found that I could actually just go ahead and click the view button like pretty much as soon as I went off the edge. So you don't even have to wait for it to hit the ground. You can just start driving. As soon as you go over the edge and you see that number count up, that number increment, then you can just press your view button again and respawn in the normal spot. So at this point, we've finished the 5 jumps. Now all we got to do is drop the climbers off at the normal station. And we'll just proceed with the fast forwarding through the rest of these guys on this level. We've got some doctors and farmers and other things coming up. And I forgot to mention, if you find that the height is not right, like if you need to move higher and lower, you can press up on the D-pad to move up and down on the D-pad to move down. So you can adjust the height that you're currently viewing by doing that. All right, and then when we finish with the firefighters, it says congratulations, you've finished, and you can move on to the new passenger stage, which is unlocked. And the name of that passenger stage is Bedroom. So we're gonna hop out of this level, go to level select, and then move over to the bedroom level, which you weren't able to do passengers on until now that we've finished everything in the modern apartment. So make sure, again, you're not selecting free play. You wanna be sure you've selected and highlighted passengers over on the upper right, and then you can select play. Again, we don't need to do any sort of track building here, thank goodness. That would take much, much longer. We're just gonna collect the passengers basically. This does, it does seem like a fun little game to me. So it might be fun to spend some more time and experiment with actually building some interesting tracks and things. But anyway, if you're just kind of following along for the weekly achievement, we're gonna do it the fast way. I always like to show the fastest methods that I know of to complete the things that the types of quests that I'm working on with you guys. So yeah, this is the way we're gonna knock this one out, and we're basically gonna do very similar stuff to what we did on the previous level, and just collect all the passengers, drop them all off at the station, and then we should be done with this achievement. You can see on that one, that was kind of a funny one. I actually spawned the train before the passengers had even finished boarding on the bed. And you could see that they were still boarding the train even as it was spawning. So if you're super quick, looks like that's fine. As long as you've got the platform set up for them and you've got your train in position and they've started the boarding process, they will finish it, no matter where the train is at that moment, it looks like. Now, when you get to this set with the climbers and the paramedics, you'll see that we already have one of the platforms in a position that we previously picked up some passengers, so we can take advantage of that platform without setting another one down. You can pick up all 3 of these sets of paramedics and climbers on a single train, so don't worry about your train getting overwhelmed with passengers. I don't think I ever ran into a situation where I couldn't fit everybody on in a single load, so don't worry about that, and make sure you've got the second and third platforms set up here and that you collect all of these passengers, and then we'll drop them off at the station as well. All right, and with that, we have dropped off our last load of passengers. And there we go, we had our achievement for 200 gamer score, finish every objective in passenger mode. So we've got just a couple more achievements to complete in this game. Let me know if you guys are enjoying this series or if you'd like to see a different type of thing that we work on in the next set of weekly achievements. I think we'll go ahead and finish this one out because I'm a little bit of a completionist myself, if you guys haven't noticed. So we'll go ahead and get 100% in this game in the next couple of weeks. And then we'll move on to another Game Pass game that has some easy achievements that we can work on week over week. So you can see we already had our 10 points there for a weekly achievement. And here we go. We're going to turn this in on the Microsoft Rewards app. And you'll see a green check mark pop up right there next to my 50. So we got 50 extra Microsoft Rewards points through this app. So that's awesome. We got 60 points overall. And yeah, that's going to be it for this week. Thanks for watching, guys. If you found that video helpful, please be sure to click the subscribe button on YouTube and hit that bell for notifications. You can also find links in the description for other social media links of mine. Stay tuned for more Microsoft Rewards and achievement guides, and I'll see you in the next one.